Who you know matters, and here's 4 reasons that you want to expand your network. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, your network is your net worth. So do you want to know the real reason, though, why some people succeed and while others stay stuck? It's not just hard work. It's their network and their environment. So the people you surround yourself with and the spaces you operate in, the places you go, the people you spend time with may push you forward or hold you back. So in this audio, by the end, you'll know 4 reasons why your network and your environment make or break your success. My name is Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so that you can achieve success. And success is here, and you might as well be ready for it. One of the easiest ways to be ready for it is to design your environment and to design your network. Now, the first reason that you want to create a really powerful network and environment is your environment, your network, shapes your habits, your behaviors, your thoughts, all these wonderful things. Because if you think about it, the suggestions that you hear from other people, those create thoughts. And those thoughts create emotions, and those emotions create focus. And that focus creates your reality. So you are a product of what surrounds you. So if you're in an environment filled with distractions, negativity, low standards, then it's going to be harder to stay focused. Because what if you're not hearing any big, powerful suggestions? Then you're not going to have really good thoughts or big thoughts. The idea here is to continuously grow and think big or think even bigger. And if you're not around people who read, work out, pursue big goals, then those habits are going to seem out of reach for you. Now, I used to drink really heavily. And one of the things that I noticed when I was trying to stop is I would still hang out with the same people. So eventually I grew up in California, and I took a job in another state in the Dallas, Texas area. So when I got there, I started to take my job more seriously, and I really started to cut back on my drinking. And then I would fall back into it, and I would really start drinking heavily. Some days I went out with a few people, and then I thought to myself, I said, you know what? I moved all the way here for a job. I moved here to better myself personally and professionally. So why am I falling into these old habits? And then I started to change my environment, talking to even different people who weren't doing this. And I wasn't around any of the people that I used to hang out with. And then I noticed that certain things like this didn't really matter to me anymore. And I started to be more focused on things like working out, investing, and really getting my life on the right track. And shortly after that is when I really got into things like hypnosis, and I started to invest heavily in myself. So because of my surroundings, I started to really invest heavily in myself. And that brings into the second point. Your network, oftentimes, this is going to determine the opportunities that you have around you. So the people that you surround yourself with, they may open lots of doors for you, or if you're not surrounded with the right people, you may close a lot of doors unconsciously without even considering it. And you are probably thinking, how come this guy over here is having so much success? Maybe they're hanging around the right people. So your network can introduce you to mentors, business deals, career opportunities, or resources that you wouldn't otherwise consider. Now, we all have the ability to connect to all the resources inside of us. So you already have everything you need inside of you, and maybe you just need to have a network and an environment around you to really step into those resources inside of you and take advantage of those opportunities. Many positions and jobs, investments come from people you know, not just what you know. One of the companies that I work with now, I actually did one of their trainings with them, and I saw that they were looking for people to do sales. And so I thought, okay, I'll reach out, even though I'm living overseas in Greece. I'll reach out, even though the company's located in the U.S. And they said, yeah, it's not a problem. We're not looking for someone necessarily to be in a certain location. You can still help us with people on the East Coast or anywhere in the U.S., depending on what hours you want to, reach out to people. And so I thought, great. However, they knew what my capabilities were because I took trainings from them, and they knew that after I took trainings from them, I also took even more trainings to better myself as well. And now, even better, I'm helping a lot of their students create wonderful changes in their reality just because I reached out, just because I knew them. Yes, I put in work. Yes, I put effort in my mind. Yes, I developed a lot of tools through different trainings to put me in this position. But because I know them, it made it that much easier to naturally progress and get more opportunities. So if you want opportunities and you don't have someone yet, reach out to someone that's in the field that you want to get into. Send them a message. Ask them how you can help them, how you can be of value. Have something to offer this person. Maybe you have to work a little bit for not as much as you want to work for. Offer them something. Show them you're valuable. So then when they have an opportunity in the future, they'll think of you for that opportunity. Your circle, your network, your environment, it also affects how you think, your mindset, all of that. So this is the third thing. So the attitudes you have, the beliefs you have, the energy that you have, all of these are influenced by the people around you, whether you realize it or not. So have you ever been around someone who's always negative, or they have doubts, or they have limitations, and they second guess everything that you do or everything that you say? They say, oh no, you don't want to do that. That's too expensive. That's too difficult. You'll never be able to achieve that. I mean, certain people, even if you tell them, hey, I'm planning on moving, oh, you don't want to do that yet. It's not the right time to move. With the economy, they always have an excuse. So chances are you're either going to be hanging around people with excuses, or you can decide to be around people that are optimistic. They have ambition. They're going to have ideas. They're not going to have excuses. They're going to have results because they believe in their potential, and they're going to believe in your potential. So it's up to you. You get to decide kind of what side of the equation do you want to be on, the negative side or the positive side, excuses or reasons or results. So every day you can wake up and you can decide, do you want to give yourself reasons to achieve what you want to achieve? Or do you want to give yourself results and show your mind that that's what matters? Because your thinking really matters. Remember, a suggestion becomes a thought becomes an emotion, that emotion becomes focus, and that focus becomes your reality. So if you're around people with good thoughts, imagine how your reality is going to change. And the fourth thing, this is quite interesting. It's almost as if success or failure, I don't really believe in failure. There's not really any failure. There's only feedback. However, if we look at it more black and white, success or failure is contagious. So success and failure can spread through different social circles. Or maybe you've been part of a team and you notice that when one person gets really bad energy on that team, and what happens to that team? The team morale may go down. And what do you have to do? You either have to change and everyone else on the team has to change, or maybe they trade that player from the team, or maybe you join a new team because you don't want to be around that energy anymore. So if you're around people who are going for excellence, I never suggest going for perfection because chances are you'll never get there. If you go for excellence, though, and do your best every single day to better yourself, and you're around people doing that, you'll naturally be at their level. If there's people that are stagnant or stuck and are self-sabotaging themselves, then it's easy to get pulled down. Have you ever been around people like that? So success or failure, it's really a decision. So are you going to give yourself permission to have success? Are you going to decide that you want to have success? Because chances are the people that have success, they've decided, they've given themselves permission, they take action. They're not complaining, procrastinating, making excuses because they know that energy rubs off too, and they're just not going to listen to it. So the bottom line, if you want to level up, if you want results, if you want success, and pay attention to the environment around you. A lot of people say, I have a goal and I have no idea how I'm going to achieve it. A lot of people have told me this when I work with them. And one of the things that they need to do is chances are they need to upgrade your network. So how can you do that? You can do that really simple. If you don't have the network you want, think about 1 year from now. Who is going to be in that network? Who are the types of people that are going to be in that network? Who are the people that are going to help you get to where you want to go? And you're going to help them get to where they want to go. So in 1 year, in your ideal reality, who are going to be the people in that network? And if you think about that, then you can start taking action to meet those people. Surround yourself with those people. Because if you never ask yourself that question, who are you really going to be around? Maybe you'll just keep doing the same thing. So you need to put effort in your mind first to design who you want to be in your network. And if you don't, then chances are these 4 reasons may or may not happen for you. So by now, you should know who you want in your network and how that's going to help you. Definitely share this with someone who will benefit, because upgrading your environment, your network is so important. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the audio and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.